Let's bring in Richard Fitzwilliams. He's in London. He's a royal commentator. Richard, always a pleasure. Your thoughts on this one?
Well, I can only say that this is one of the weirdest royal 24 hours that I've ever experienced. The background is as you described, and what happened before that, which is one of the problems, is the fact that we hadn't for 2.5 months, not since Christmas, had we actually laid eyes on her. Of course, she'd had a serious abdominal surgery, and we knew that she was going to recuperate until after Easter. But here is the weird, I'm assuming this is the end of the day, she's just been sighted with William in Windsor. This was before the Commonwealth Service of Westminster Abbey, which she wasn't able to attend. But this has brought to the most extraordinary cycle, all of it avoidable, because the press has been, it's been in a feeding frenzy, is all I can say. The fact that she edited these photographs up according to one, I don't know how many edits there were, but one actually found 16. You can picture how unnecessary this was. The palace originally didn't comment, but they more or less had to, and an apology was forthcoming. But had she waited, say, another week and then made an appearance, that one could have understood. But to do it again today, it shows how under pressure the royal family is. It's slimmed down. As you know, the king has cancer and is receiving treatment, and all is not well with the Wales's team.
So, sort of a self-induced error. Your thoughts on why the princess would have done this?
I think that the idea was, obviously, you mentioned this, Mothering Sunday, you put to bed all these rumors and reports, and also, by the way, some pretty appalling paparazzi and online trolling. I mean, there's been a lot of that. This is part and parcel of the era we live in, I'm afraid. The whole idea was being pictured with the family, and this would be delightful. And it was. I was thrilled when I saw the image because she looked so well. The problem is she is under the most intense pressure and feels it. And what's worse is they are acting as though they are pressurized. That is never a good thing. They do need a complete overhaul of public relations so that they can connect whilst maintaining privacy. Of course, that's so important that she feels she has privacy, but that we, as the people and also the Commonwealth, feel that we know to some extent what's going on.
And so just leads to more questions, I gather, about her health, her whereabouts, what's going on.
This is precisely what's happened, and this, unfortunately, is what the palace cannot, it seems, see is going to happen with this behavior, which is quite extraordinary, because what you need to do, most people are very supportive. There is a rising Republican movement, and there's little doubt that after Queen Elizabeth's death, that would be the case. But nonetheless, this is a very tricky time with illness, and the fact also, don't forget that the Waleses are the best use of soft power Britain has, the world's most glamorous royal couple. You wouldn't think so if you looked over the last day and a half.
How is this going to play out, Richard? What do you think?
I don't know how it will play out, because I think the pressure is really fierce on them, and I really do feel for people in that situation, because the royals are human beings. One needs reminding of this with constant reports of sightings and chases and so forth, and the fact that there's no doubt online they are being chased. But it's a very sensitive situation. My hope is that it will play out whereby Catherine regaining her confidence and also being able to undergo royal engagements, and also they will be able to go abroad. So gradually you're looking at something approaching a return to normality. But it certainly hasn't been like that over the last period. It's been at sea.
Richard Fitzwilliams joining us from London in the UK. Richard, always a pleasure. Thank you for your time.